Hello everyone. In today's video, I am hoping to discuss with elementary teachers from all around the world. I would like to call on all of you teachers to help me answer some questions that high school math teachers would like to ask in hopes of starting a discussion on how we can help our students feel more confident in mathematics. Our first question here is going to be, how do you or your school organize building a foundation of mathematics for grades K to 7? We're asking this because we see that a lot of grade 8s that are coming in every year, that although they are of age of being grade 8, when we test them and we assess them, we see that they're actually performing at possibly a grade 4 or 5 level. So this makes me question if the structuring of the curriculum for math in elementary level is disorganized or unclear. Are teachers aware of what students are supposed to learn in the previous grade and develop or scaffold on those further? Or do those teachers just keep going in circles teaching the same basics over and over again without it ever really getting any deeper in preparation for high school math? Now, this is a discussion I know is very rare to have between the elementary and high school levels. We do have some districts trying to merge more of a cohesive learning for both elementary and high school, but this does definitely need more development with discussions and communications between the two school types. Second question. What would you tell high school math teachers for them to support these students who are so behind? In high school, a lot of these kids, when we assess them and they actually have such um, slower math capabilities, they aren't able to keep up with the current grade curriculum. So therefore, they might be put into a numeracy class, or they might be put into a separate class so that they can work on their own pacing. But we kind of can tell that the success rate for these students will be relatively low compared to their peers. Question number 3. Would your job be made significantly easier if there was a math specialist to handle all the teaching at the elementary level? So, for example, there are probably some elementary schools where there's an ELL teacher or a music teacher or language teacher where their sole purpose is to just teach that one topic for all the students in the school. Now, since I am a high school math teacher, and I know the curriculum fairly well, these are the key things that we kind of want to look for when we have kids coming into high school as like their basic foundation. So the most important math concepts to prepare students for high school math are going to be the following. Number 1, add, subtract, multiply, divide. Those are fairly common. Normally those are okay. But then it comes to fractions and decimals, and this is where students struggle heavily and where they make silly errors, they have misconceptions, and they just never quite get this right in the beginning. Number 2, most importantly, is algebra. Mainly 1 or 2-step algebra, which meaning that if we had to solve for x, we do 1 item to solve for it, or we do 2 items to solve for it. Next up, we have perimeter and area of the basic shapes. So for example, you got your square, your rectangle, your triangle, and your circle. For the most part, this will hit on a good 90% of questions within high school. You could teach like the other polygons if you wanted, like quadrilaterals, parallelograms, trapezoids, pentagons, hexagons, octagons. All those are great for extra building material. But honestly speaking, these 4 here are the key ones that we're constantly using in high school. And lastly, number 4, this might be a little bit harder, but teaching them some key terms in order to identify in word problems. Now, of course, English may not be their first language and that they might struggle with English. However, if you are able to teach them the key words, then they'll be able to pick up on how to translate that word problem into the math equation. Because for a lot of those kids, their math is perfectly fine, but they don't have the capability to convert the word problem into the math equation. So I do look forward to your comments and discussions. I would like to know your thoughts on these questions and how can we merge together and help our students do better in mathematics. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you liked the video. Share and subscribe if you want more of this content, if you want to continue the discussion, or bring up other topics on how I can help you more with teaching mathematics at the elementary level, for your own kids, for at the high school level. Let me know. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video.